A very good afternoon and welcome. This is Yes 101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Thiruni Karunaratna. Let's start off with the headlines.
Newsfirst headline.
In local news, Japanese Minister of Foreign Affairs arrives in the island. China pledges full support for Sri Lanka's debt restructuring and continued economic partnership. Various ID offices across the island open for O-level candidates to obtain NICs. In news overseas, heavy rain triggers flash flood warnings across Singapore. And in sports, it's cricket, former New Zealand all-rounder Anderson in USA squad for T20 World Cup. On to those stories in detail now. The Japanese Minister of Foreign Affairs Yoko Kamikawa arrived in the island this morning. A contingent led by Minister of State for Foreign Affairs Tharaka Balasurya welcomed her at the Bandaranaike International Airport. A delegation of 20 dignitaries led by Japanese Foreign Minister arrived in the island on a two-day official visit. The Japanese delegation led by the Foreign Minister is scheduled to hold talks with her Sri Lankan counterpart Minister Ali Sabri during the visit. State Minister of Finance Shehan Semesinghe has met with the Chinese Vice Minister of Finance Liao Min. This meeting was held on the sidelines of the ADB annual meeting in Georgia. State Minister Semesinghe said on X, at this discussion, China assured its fullest support and cooperation to conclude the debt restructuring process in Sri Lanka. Furthermore, he said that China reaffirmed steadfast support to Sri Lanka on all fronts. The Department of Registrations of Persons confirms that the program for issuing national identity cards to ordinary level examination candidates remains operational. Commissioner General Pradeep Saputantri announced that district offices in Colombo, Galle, Kurunegala, Nuwara Eliya, Vaunia and Batticaloa will be open today to accommodate candidates sitting for the ordinary level examination who require national identity cards. He pointed out that some GCE exam applicants this year haven't received their NICs yet, highlighting the program's ongoing need. Pradeep Saputantri said that some exam candidates have not yet submitted applications to obtain their national identity cards. The GCE ordinary level examination will commence on the 6th of May and conclude on the 15th. Up next is international news.
International news.
Heavy rain has resulted in flash flood warnings in a number of locations across Singapore. The PUB, Singapore's National Water Agency, issued mid-morning alerts asking people to avoid the junction of Wanley Road and Enterprise Road in the west of Singapore, as well as Jalan Pokok Serunai off Upper East Coast Road. Up next is sports news.
Sports news.
And in sports news, it's cricket. Former New Zealand all-rounder Corey Anderson has been named to the United States squad for the T20 World Cup in June, USA Cricket has announced. Anderson was part of the New Zealand team who lost to Australia in the final of the 50 Overs World Cup in 2015 and also played two T20 World Cups for them. And that's a wrap of this edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Thiruni Karunaratna. Thank you for watching.